Hello Year 2, it's Miss Mole here with your final maths lesson of the week. It's Friday today. Can you practice counting in 2s, 5s and 10s? Remember, we've done this quite a lot this week, so you will have lots of different ways that you could be doing that, so pause your video. Right, and then I've got some more multiplication number sentences for you to answer. Remember, you could just say the answer after I've asked the question, or you could write them down. It's up to you. So, first of all, what is the answer to 3 times 5, 2 times 10, 4 times 5, 8 times 10, 6 times 2, and finally 7 times 5. Pause the video if you need a little bit longer to work out the answers. Okay, the answers are 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 10 is 20. 4 times 5 is also 20. 8 times 10 is 80. That's 80. 6 times 2 is 12. And 7 times 5 is 35. So well done to everybody who worked out the correct answers. Okay, we are learning to solve problems today. Now, I'm going to read through all of the problems on this video today. So I would have your worksheets out and have a look through them while I'm reading the questions. I would wait until I get to the end of the video and then start to do your work. Now remember, you can re-watch the video again and you could pause it, but I would watch it all the way through this first time just so you can see how all of the tasks link together. So today's maths is all based on this picture of a window. Now we're not worrying too much about the shutters on either side, these green shutters. We are thinking about the glass in the middle. Okay, and I have included a picture of this on your sheet today and also on each of the pages for our video. So this window is made up of 12 separate panes of glass arranged in 4 rows of 3. So we've got 1 row of 3, 2 rows of 3, 3 rows of 3, 4 rows of 3. Oh, it's a little bit like the arrays we've been looking at this week. How many panes of glass are there altogether? How could you write this as a multiplication number sentence? Could you write it in more than one way? And then, what shape are they? Can you tell me what the shape of the panes are? And also, what shape is the whole window? So if we have a look, that one was an orange question, it was the warm-up. And today's sheet has actually got an orangey yellowy colour warm-up, a green let's keep going, and then a red challenge. So let's have a look at the next part. So let's keep going. Imagine that the corner panes are painted red and the remaining panes of glass are painted blue. What shape would the blue area be? So I've even put a hint on here that you might want to draw it on another piece of paper and colour in the panes before you tell me the answer. Then, red glass is £10 per pane and blue glass is £5 per pane. What is the total cost for the glass? Show me your workings out. So again, you might want to draw something and colour it in and maybe label each of the panes with the value before you start writing number sentences, before you write your workings out. So there's lots of different ways that you could do this. Then we're getting a little bit more tricky. The red panes break really easily. So you replace them with green glass, costing £6 per pane. How much cheaper is the window now? So now you need to draw your window again, show me which ones are going to be green, and then tell me how much it's going to cost. So there's kind of 2 steps here, telling me how much it will cost with the new green panes, and also how much cheaper is it than the old windows. You have to find the difference in price. So I'll be interested to see all the different ways that you find to show me that and to solve the problem. And then finally, we've got our red challenge. I decided to use coloured glass in some of my other windows. So obviously I've had enough of plain glass in my house. I've done one window and now I want to do the others as well. I pay £70 for red and blue glass for my square 9-pane window. So this time we're not using a 12-pane window. We've got a square one that has 9 panes, so you might want to draw that. How are the panes arranged? So you'll need to colour some in. in red and blue and figure out how can you make £70 using the prices for red and blue from earlier. So remember, red was £10 and blue was £5. So how are you going to use your 10s and your 5s to make 70? There might be more than one possible solution. There might be more than one way that you could show me this. How many different ways can you find? And then finally, this time I have a 25 pane square window. So think about your square. How are you going to split it into 25 separate panes so that it is a square shape? You might need to use your 5 times table to help you with this one. How will you end up with the same number across the top and the same number down the side to make a 25 pane window in total? And choose to have a red cross running exactly through the middle pane. So let's start again. I have a 25 pane square window and I choose to have a red cross running exactly through the middle pane. So I draw it and I'd colour in those red ones. The remaining panes are green. How much will it cost? So remember, go back here and have a look. Red costs 10 and green costs 6. How much does this new 25 pane window cost? So you could draw it and show me the workings out. So today I have only really got one step for our wolf. I can solve problems. And remember, there are lots of different levels within this. We've got our slightly easier warm up. Then it gets a little bit trickier into our let's keep going. And even these ones get trickier as they go through. And then we've got our challenge ones, which are certainly a little bit more challenging. So good luck with your Maths Today Year 2. Remember, you can stop the video and re-watch it. You could listen to each question one at a time and pause it each time while you have a go at the answers now that you have seen what we're doing today. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing your work.